Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Um, just wanted to hop on here real quick. I know, unexpected. Yay me. Oh gosh, my back is itchy. The reason I wanted to hop on here is I was talking to somebody yesterday about busyness, and I know on 2819 Church, one thing that Pastor Philip Anthony Mitchell talked about was we live in a society where we run everything by a clock. And I was talking to somebody yesterday about that, like how we always schedule something. We don't like quiet. We don't know how to be quiet. We don't know how to be alone. And when you look at it from that perspective, we really don't know how to be alone. We think we do, but we don't. And it's in a Psalms, I believe it was 146:10. Please do not quote me on that, but check it out. This came to me this morning was be still and know that I am God. And what got my attention the most was the opening statement. Be still. Think about that. We live in such a hurried world that we don't know how to be still. We don't know how to sit there and be quiet. We don't know how to sit there and just listen, because when we get quiet with our thoughts, what happens? We start thinking and we start ruminating. And then we start thinking negative things. So we have to find something to fill it. When was the last time you actually took the time to sit there and be still and just listen for God? How many times have you driven somewhere without an audiobook playing, YouTube or music or anything of that playing, where all you heard was the sound of the wheels? Think about that. When was the last time you actually... Apparently, apparently there's another dog in the neighborhood or walking down the street. As I was saying, when was the last time you just sat still and listened to God? I know I mentioned this before about Elijah and how he ran from Jezebel and how he wanted to hear from God, but God came in through everything. God showed up in a whisper. And if you read your Bible like you're supposed to, you'll hear God. You know, people say, I don't hear from God, I don't hear from God. Well, when was the last time you read your Bible? Right now, I'm actually reading the book of Acts. I just started. I'm just starting chapter 2 of the book of Acts. And what I'm finding is chances are I would have been a lot like the apostles. I mean, when I look at it, I put myself in that situation. Would I have run? Would have I questioned Roman authorities? Yeah. I would have probably did everything I wanted to save my own hide. Sorry, Jesus, I'm not going to lie about it because you can already see my heart. You know, I'm being honest about it. But that was then, and this is now. Now maybe it's time I just stop running and learn to be still myself. So while you're sitting there looking at this very hurried life that we live, why don't you ask yourself, why don't you ask yourself this? When was the last time you sat still and just listened for God? When was the last time you actually read your Bible? Be still and know He is God. All right. Take care, everyone. Please be safe this weekend. I don't know what the weather is, but things are going crazy. I need to get a shave and a haircut, but I got a little bit of things to do. I'm going to put that on the docket tomorrow, along with normal yard care and things like that. Again, I love you all. I'll keep praying for you, and please keep praying for me. Thank you.